Well, hello everybody. This is Larry Ricker, aka Newbie Mox here. I'm on Game Haven Lake. That's a little way south of Rochester by Game Haven Scout Reservation. Thought I'd try this lake out today. As you can see, I'm running out of daylight. I knew it was a hike to get in here. I didn't realize how long of a hike. And then to cap things off, I forgot to bring bungee dealy bobs to bungee my paddles in the canoe. And I was also I also put my PFD on the thwart rather than wearing it. With the end result that I had a lot of extra torque on my shoulders, and since I was trying to carry my paddles in my hands, I wasn't able to change off hands very readily either. So anyway, I don't have long to paddle, but I thought I'd get one more paddle for the year in here. Yeah, it sure is. Very peaceful. Pardon me? No. No. No, it's quite deep here. Well, at least deeper than that. I don't know how deep it is, but
I know there's a hole right before the big dam there.
uh-huh.
But it looks like it's pretty shallow there.
But I thought online it said it was 37 feet deep at the steepest.
Really?
I think that's what I read. Yeah. Sorry about that, talking to a fisherman. So anyway, today is Wednesday, November 4th, 2020. And it's kind of strange, the weather. In October we already had 3 snowfalls. They didn't amount to much and they didn't last very long, but we've had 3 snowfalls already in October. And then suddenly we get to November and all of a sudden it is, well, we've got a whole week here of 70-degree days. So I had thought that my paddling for the year was over and done with my last Boundary Waters trip. But I thought, you know, maybe I could get one more paddle in. So I came out here. Unfortunately, we're back on standard time, so sunset is right around 5 o'clock. I was doing all kinds of chores during the day, getting leaves taken care of and stuff like that. So I was pretty busy all day long and wasn't able to get out here all that early. And then found out, like I said, it was a longer distance to get in here than I anticipated and counted for. Anyway, I'm here. This lake is a lot smaller than the one at Chester Woods. But because it's such a haul to get in here, there's of course, first of all, no boulder boats at all. And secondly, not a lot of boat traffic of any kind. Part of it is within the boundaries of the Game Haven Scout Reservation. So this is where they do their boating activities. And of course, being November in the middle of the week, there's none of that going on. So basically, as far as craft on the water, I'm only sharing this body of water with a few ducks and geese. So That's nice. Yeah, I'm sharing it with lots of ducks. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to give a little bit of an update as to what's going on. First of all, my wife's situation. She went in, had her surgery, and all worked out okay. Well, as far as we know. They checked the lymph nodes in the area when they did the surgery, and they were all clean. So it's good. I mean, that's a big positive that the cancer hasn't spread to the lymph nodes, of course. She went in for her first post-op on Monday, so 2 days ago. They said that she was recovering okay, but no word yet on their analysis of what they took out. You know, what kind of cancer it is, how aggressive, etc., etc. So still no idea what kind of follow-on is going to be needed. And I know when she had it happen before, it was several weeks actually before she went to see the radiologist, who said that she didn't need anything. So it's not surprising that we don't know anything yet. We were hoping for a little bit of news on what they took out, but not yet, nothing yet. So she goes in for another visit with the surgeon on Friday, 2 days from now. So with better luck, we'll know a little bit more then. So yeah, she's, like I said, she's recovering well, and not anything to be concerned about quite yet. On the housing front, we finally got word yesterday that we'll be closing on the 16th. So quite a bit later than what we were hoping. You know, we were originally hoping October 30th, but as it turns out, with all the stuff going on with Pat and everything, it's just as well. I was scheduled to work at the gallery the 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th, which is why we wanted to close earlier. But I got all my shifts traded out, so now I think it's like the 25th of November is the next day I have to work. Although I do have to work now on the 13th as well. So this Friday I'm working, and so yeah, we'll see how that goes. But so far so good. Anyway, like I said, at least we finally have a firm date for the closing. So we have a date that we're going to work to. Like I said, I cleared the calendar for that week, so we'll be able to spend 4 or 5 days up here before returning to Rochester. So that'll be good. So yeah, everything's finally coming together, sort of. Of course, you know, we still have the unknowns about my wife's cancer, but at least the house is settled now. So we're going to drive up on the 16th. Our closing is scheduled for 3:30. We should be able to make it to Ely by 2 o'clock, but just to be sure, I said please don't make it any earlier than 3. So we went and made it for 3:30. So should be no problem getting up there. I'm planning on taking both the canoes up to Ely with us so they get stored over the winter in the garage up there. You don't have to go to a storage unit or anything like that this winter like they usually do. And I'm not sure if I'll ever be bringing them back to Rochester. I know our paddling season will start a good 3 weeks earlier than up there, but I'm just not sure it's worth bringing them back down here for those 3 weeks. I think I'll just leave them up there and just paddle northern Minnesota waters from now on, which of course I prefer anyway. See how it works. So I don't know if I'll ever come to this lake again, not because I have anything against the lake. Not a real interesting lake, but you know, I'm halfway around the perimeter of it already. Okay, so why didn't I go to Chester Woods tonight? Because I'm a cheapskate. Everybody knew that anyway, right? But see, my Chester Woods requires a pass. You can either get a daily pass for $5 or you can get an annual sticker for $25. And of course I've always gone for the annual sticker in the past because well, I get more than five trips out there in a year, typically speaking. So obviously it's a better deal for me. Well, my sticker ran out at the end of August. And well, considering that I'm not sure I'll be paddling here anymore, I didn't want to get another annual sticker, and I didn't really want to splurge $5 to paddle either. And a friend of mine had recommended this lake to me at one time because of the lack of traffic. So I thought, you know, I might as well try this out. He had told me it was a hike to get in here. He just didn't really mention just how big of a hike it was. So anyway, I've done it now. I'll just paddle once around it, and then I'll start making my way back to the car. I should put a headlight along. Actually, I think I might. No, I don't have my camera bag along, so I may be stumbling around in the dark, I'm afraid. But at least it wasn't too bad of a path. Okay, there's another little arm here I didn't know about. Looks like a muskrat swimming across the lake just up here. Oh, gotta turn you around to see the look at that. Now that was worth coming out here for. I have a feeling what we're doing now is we're paddling up the creek that was dammed to create this reservoir, lake, whatever you want to call it. This, like the lake at Chester Woods, this lake was part of the flood control project. There was big floods back in 1978 that did a lot of damage in Rochester. And finally in the 90s, they implemented this flood control project, dammed up all the feeder creeks coming in. Oh, here are sandhill cranes. They dammed up all the feeder creeks so they could control, keep back the water in heavy rains. Meter what actually got down into Rochester, or control what got down to Rochester. Oh, well, discovering this arm just made this lake a little bit more interesting than I originally thought. I've seen ducks, muskrat, heard sandhill cranes, heard geese. Of course, it's too dark now to photograph anything, but no, this isn't too bad actually. It's starting to get kind of chilly out here. That's the one thing this time of year, that sun disappears. Temperature starts really falling. I'm sure this water isn't very warm. Especially after, we've already had lows down in the teens. Like I said, we've had 3 lots of snow. Oh, I don't know if that came out on the camera or not, but just off the port bow had a muskrat surface momentarily. I'm doing a lot of talking. I'm sorry about that. I don't think I'm going to go up this way very far. I don't have time. We got geese flying overhead. Yeah, not too shabby. Yeah, I've got a long ways to get back to the car. I'm gonna have to see if I can get rigged for single carry this time. And I'm going to change to my bent shaft so I can go a little bit faster. I'm about halfway done with part 1 of my August boundary water strip. Roughly halfway done, at least as far as the raw editing goes. Of course, after I get that, then I've got to add music and commentary and all that kind of good stuff. So I guess all around I'll call it a quarter done. Not sure when I'm going to have a chance to finish that up. This Indian summer that we're enjoying right now is supposed to end on Sunday. We're supposed to get more snow on Monday or Tuesday. But I've got something else that's going on next week, so I don't know when I'll get this but get it done. Of course, I'm putting it aside so I can edit this little update. But I can get back to it easily enough. So, yeah. And pretty soon it's going to be too dark to film anymore. So, anyway, as I was saying, thanks for watching, and hope to see you on trail someday, watery or otherwise. Navy Rocks out.